Stroud looks to throw on the first play.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Stroud.
And he will find his man on the outside. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Collins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Now Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we've been used to being here in late July, early August every year for the Hall of Fame ceremonies and the Hall of Fame game. But now we've got an actual franchise once again based in Canton, Ohio. Such a football-crazy town. Now, they haven't had a team here, though, since the Bulldogs last took the field in 1926. They've waited a while for this.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Odom, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is this.
And this throw will be intercepted. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Odom. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Odom. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
On first down, here's Stroud.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you get...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Texans 14, Black Knights nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football. make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Odom. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
Black Knights, nothing.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. This pass deep for Okonkwo.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Escape and a big loss here as he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready? 60 vices.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
On second down, Odom, and they're They're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Racing to the end zone.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tua now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
This is caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans open the lead up to 34-0.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Black Knights, nothing.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Tua on fourth down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Tua. Flush to his right.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good. For Canton. First down.
They'll try the left side. Odom. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
They'll run on first down. Odom.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Now a give, right side. Odom. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush.
Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Black Knights are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They'll try and throw for it. And now here's another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Stroud.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 49, Black Knights 14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
2 and now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. First and 10 at the 22.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Texans 49, Black Knights 20.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud completes this out wide.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little